guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to try something a little different. We'll be doing a reading practice together. I'll be reading from my tablet and I'll leave the PDF in the description or the comment section. First, while you're watching, just focus on the sentences and try to understand them. If there's something you don't understand, you can pause. If you don't know a word, write it down. While I'm reading, you'll actually be practicing your listening first. Later, you can also read it yourself from the PDF whenever you want. Or if you prefer, you can follow along with me while I'm reading. So I will read my life as a cabin crew member. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you so much. I'm also improving my English just like you, so if I make any pronunciation mistakes, you can let me know in the comments by saying this part was wrong. But remember, making mistakes is normal. The important thing is to notice and correct them. That's why hearing about my mistakes actually makes me happy. So I'll be reading slowly and you can understand better because we're not in a rush. Let's get started. My life as a cabin crew member. A normal day at home. I usually wake up early, even when I don't have a flight. I always set my alarm for 7 a.m. because I don't like to waste the day. I get up, wash my face, and make a cup of coffee. Sitting on the balcony and watching people walking down the street helps me relax and start the day well. After breakfast, I clean up the kitchen and tidy up the living room. I like to keep my home neat and cozy because I travel a lot and I am not always at home. Sometimes I'll call my family or video chat with my best friend. We usually talk about our plans or some funny things. In the afternoon, I go out for a short walk or do some shopping. I often pick up fresh vegetables and some snacks for my next flight day. In the evening, I watch a movie or read a book. I try to go to bed early, but sometimes I stay up late scrolling through my phone. Being a cabin crew is not just a job. It is a lifestyle. I always try to take care of my health and get enough rest. I never know what can happen on a flight, so I must be ready. Today is a flight day, so I get up at 5 a.m. I check out my uniform and iron it to make sure everything looks perfect. After breakfast, I pick up my suitcase. I always double check my documents and ID card. I don't want to forget anything important. I leave the house on time and head to the airport by taxi. On the way, I check the flight details on my phone. I see that the weather will be windy today. It might cause some turbulence, but I'm used to it. I also go through the safety procedures again in my mind. When I arrive at the airport, I meet up with the rest of the crew at the briefing room. We go over the flight details, passenger information, and safety instructions. I listen carefully and ask questions if I need to. After the briefing, we head out to the aircraft. Before boarding, we check the cabin and make sure everything is in place. We put on our uniforms properly, fix up our hair, and get ready to welcome the passengers. Passengers start boarding, and we greet them with a smile. Some of them are excited and some look tired. I have an old lady put away her bag in the overhead compartment. She thanks me with a big smile. Before takeoff, we go through the safety demonstration. I show the passengers how to fasten their seatbelts, use the oxygen masks, and find the emergency exits. Then we buckle up and get ready for the departure. During the flight, we serve food and drinks. I hand out meals and drinks to the passengers. Some people ask for extra water, and I gladly bring it. I also walk up and down the aisle to check if everyone is okay. Halfway through the flight, the plane shakes a little because of turbulence. I calm down a nervous passenger and tell her it is normal. After a few minutes, everything goes back to normal. After landing, we help the passengers get off the plane safely. Some of them thank us and say goodbye. I always feel happy when I see their smiling faces. One flight was very different. I still remember it clearly. Everything started normally. We took off on time and the weather was good. After 1 hour, a passenger stood up suddenly and looked very pale. I walked up to him and asked, "Are you okay?" He said, "I don't feel well." He was about to pass out. I quickly called out to my colleague and we brought him back to his seat. We gave him water and asked if there was a doctor on board. Luckily, there was a doctor sitting just a few rows behind. The doctor checked him and said he was feeling weak because he hadn't eaten anything all day. We handed out some snacks and juice. After a while, the passenger felt much better. The crew and I were very relieved. When we landed, we made sure he got medical help immediately. It was a stressful situation, but we stayed calm and helped him out. After the flight, our supervisor told us we did a great job. After a long flight, I usually feel tired, but I also feel proud. I go back home, take off my uniform, and put on comfortable clothes. I often make a cup of tea and sit down on the sofa. I like to write down notes about the flight. I read about the good and the bad things and how I can improve next time. Then I take a warm shower and relax. Sometimes I order food or cook something simple. I enjoy lying down on the sofa, watching TV or listening to music. I usually go to bed early after a flight day because my body needs a rest. Sleeping well helps me get ready for the next busy day. A few days later, I meet up with my friends at a cafe. We always share stories about work and laugh a lot. I tell them about the passenger who almost fainted and how we handled it. They are surprised but also proud of me. They say, "You are so calm and brave." And I smile and say, "It's part of the job." I really enjoy talking about my experiences. Being a cabin crew is sometimes hard, but it is also full of surprises. In the evening, I go back home feeling happy. I know I chose the right job for me. Every flight is a new adventure, and I look forward to the next one. Okay, that's the end of our story. I hope you like it. Since it includes speaking, listening, and reading practice, and also grammar, I think it's really useful for us. So, thank you for watching. If you have any video topics you'd like, please write them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Again, thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. See you soon. Bye bye.